Clever sister. Aha! Foolish sister. Clever sister. Aha! Foolish sister. Tetan Buri. Aha! Boka Buri. There were two sisters, a clever sister, Tetan Buri, and a foolish sister, Boka Buri. They shared three things. They had one blanket between them. They had one cow between them. They had one small field between them. Aha! Boka Buri, let us share these three things. I will have the blanket during the night, and you will have the blanket during the day. Let us share the cow. I will have the back of the cow, and you shall have the front of the cow. Very well, sister. I will have everything that grows above the field, and you will deal with everything below the surface. Boka Buri was not happy. The blanket she had during the day made her so hot. The sun was burning down from the sky. But as soon as it got cold at night, she gave the blanket to her sister, who kept warm, while Boka Buri was so cold. Boka Buri, she had to feed the cow, feed it with all sorts of straw and grass. But Tetan Buri milked the cow and got all of the milk, which she made cheese and yogurt and butter. Boka Buri had nothing. Boka Buri had to plant all the vegetables and the cereals in the small field. But when it grew, Tetan Buri cut it and took it for herself. Boka Buri went into the centre of the village. She went to the hairdresser, but the hairdresser was the most intelligent person in the village. Oh, I am hungry. I have nothing to eat. And I am so hot during the day and so cold at night. You foolish woman, said the hairdresser. What you must do is you must put the blanket in water before you give it to your sister. And don't feed the cow, just shout at the cow. And all of the things that you've planted in the field, pull them up by the roots. Very well. Boka Buri went back to her home. And there she finished with the blanket at the end of the day, and she dipped it in the water so it was soaking wet. Tetan Buri put it round her shoulders, but when it was wet it was cold, and all through the night she shivered and trembled. The next day when she went to the cow, she tried to milk it, but it gave no milk. Instead, the cow kicked her because it had been shouted at so much. And then, when she went to cut the cereals and the rice from the field, there was nothing growing. Tetan Buri! Aha! Tetan Buri went into the centre of the village. She went to the most intelligent person in all the village. Who? Oh, I have nothing to eat. Nothing is growing in the field. The cow is making no milk. And I am so cold with the cold blanket, the wet blanket all through the night. What can I do, hairdresser? The hairdresser went out into village. He gathered all the people of the village and brought them back to his hairdresser's shop. Ha ha! People of the village, tell me, what can I do? What can I do? My sister has everything to eat, and I haven't, well, she has nothing to eat either. In fact, there's no milk and no cereal for either of us, and I'm so cold at night. What should I do? What should I do? Ah, yes, villager, what should I do? I am Tetan Buri. I am the clever sister. What should I do?
You should cut all things that during the day. Make sure that you share it with your sister. So you cut some things and have them for yourself. And you cut some other things and give them to your sister.
You think I should share the food that grows in the field? And you should think I should do the work?
Your sister could help you. So you could share the time during the day and share the time.
You think we should work together in the field? Sounds like hard work. Shall I help my sister to work in the field, do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think so, Matthew?
Yeah.
Do you think so, Mason?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness, it sounds like hard work to me. What about the cow? What shall I do with the cow, Jessica?
Like, if they have, one of them milks it and feeds it one day, and then the next day the other does it.
Taking turns? And share? Oh. What about the blanket, Matthew? What, you mean we lie next to each other, me and my sister, with one blanket over us? Very well. Tetan Buri. Aha! Boka Buri. Tetan Buri went back to her sister. She showed her what they should do. They should work together in the field. They should plant together and they should cut the crops together. The rice, the vegetables and the cereals. They took in turns to feed the cow. And they took in turns to milk it. And together they made the butter and the yogurt and the cheese. And as for the field, they worked in the field together. Everything they grew, they shared. And what was left over, they shared with the other villagers. And so, for the rest of their lives, those two women lived in harmony. Tetan Buri, aha, and Boka Buri.